Just yesterday, it was announced that the Iranian delegation left Vienna for Tehran and negotiations have stopped for the moment. This is at a time when many European and Iranian officials said the agreement is totally available. So what exactly this agreement could have for Iran in short term or mid-term? Let's imagine that everything goes on exactly based on a plan and that the signed nuclear agreement bring Iran economic relief and gain. But still, it will not be everlasting. Because nuclear program is just one of the many topics over which Tehran and Washington have long-standing disputes. In the current turmoil of the Middle East and Europe, do you think that these two hostile countries won't confront and oppose each other in another area in coming years? They absolutely will. And any other serious dispute means the end for this new nuclear deal. So it seems that while new international structure is changing rapidly and US does not seem to want a reliable long-term agreement, the only possible way for Tehran to strengthen its economy is working more on domestic production and funding more and more loopholes in American sanctions. The Iranian government really believes that relying on itself and having some effective friends like Russia and China may assure their economic resistance, and they don't need actually any deal with the Americans in this current situation. Before the Ukrainian war, Russia as a friend could not welcome Iran's economic demands because big Russian companies were afraid of US. Now the game has changed and Russian business with these large-scale sanctions does not have actually much choice but to work with Iran. Russia's big economy and military capacities is a unique chance for Iran, not only to gain benefits, but also to use more loopholes and leeways for sanctions. Russia have been dealing with Iran's nuclear program with high tolerance in recent years. Although they have said repeatedly that they don't want an Iran with nuclear weapon, but Iran is carefully looking at Ukraine's case. They see that every country which did not continue nuclear program with the hope of US friendship or help was eventually destroyed directly or indirectly by US invasion or even inaction. If Islamic Republic by the situation decides to go on with making atomic bomb, which it can, but still doesn't want, I think Russia is even ready to accept that just to keep this country by its side and away from the West. I can say for these three important actors in Vienna nuclear talks, they almost have no other choice. They are stuck in it. And even if an agreement is signed, it would be extremely fragile. And this is why I can say that in coming years there would be no talk of any nuclear agreement because the necessity of such an agreement is declining day by day. Thanks for watching.